Hey everybody, Solinus Dracone here, and I just thought I would make a brief little interstitial video to explain the workings of Magicite, and why I think it's the best of all the Final Fantasy magic systems. So, thus far we've gotten 4 Magicites: Ramuh, Kirin, Siren, and Cait Sith. Now, I just decided I'm going to equip Edgar with Ramuh, and this is for display purposes only. So, looking at the particular Esper in question, when you equip a character with an Esper, the immediate effect is that you get to summon that Esper in battle. It's sort of a super attack that either puts a buff on the party, or it does damage against the enemy party, or it has some effect of some kind. That's their primary thing. However, there are several different mechanics involved with Magicite to be aware of. Now, you notice here that Ramuh has 3 spells: Thunder, Thundara, and Poison. Now, these are listed as having an acquisition rate, as indicated there. Now, as long as you have a Magicite equipped, from battle, you will earn magic points, or magic AP. Now, what the acquisition rate means is what percentage of the spell you will get from each magic AP. So for instance, Thunder has a 10 acquisition rate. That means that each individual magic AP that you get will count towards 10% of the progress to get that spell. So Thunder, for instance, would require only 10 magic AP. Now the Esper has to remain equipped upon a character in order for that to work. If you de-equip the Esper and you haven't learned 100% of the spell, you are not going to get that spell. So, after 10 magic AP have been earned in battle, basically it's going to be mostly just multiple battles, but as long as this is equipped, if you earn a total of 10 magic AP, then Thunder will be granted to Edgar as a permanent spell. Thundara has a 2 acquisition rate, meaning that it would require 50 magic AP in order to learn, so 50 times 2. Poison, 5, so that means 20. What's basically just take the number you're looking at, divide it by 100, and that'll tell you exactly how many points you need in order to learn that spell. Kirin, bear in mind, another thing to bear in mind is that several spells can be taught by multiple different Espers. So, for instance, let's take a look here. Yeah, I don't think any of these have any repeating in this particular category, but let's just say that I got my hands on the Maduin Magicite, and I know for a fact that the Maduin Magicite teaches all the second level spells: Thundara, Firaga, and Blizzard. No, I'm sorry, Fira, not Firaga, Fira, and Blizzara at a rate of 3. So, while you may learn Thunder faster, the original Thunder spell faster from Ramuh, you will learn all 3 spells at the same rate from Maduin. There's also another one, Bismarck is the name, although I don't know if they changed the name for this particular iteration. Bismarck teaches all the level 1 spells, Thunder, Blizzard, and Fire, at an acquisition rate of 20, so you'd only need 5 magic AP. And it can be a little bit of a daunting task to keep track of who has what spells, but, it's something that usually I don't worry about it till the end of the game. Used to be that when I got the Phantom and Shoat spells, which I don't know what Shoat is called here, I think it's Katobalpaz or whatever, that I would make sure every single character learned both Vanish and Doom, because that used to be an uber way to get through bosses, but they took that dank out, I'm afraid. So there's not really any spells that I'm particularly interested in making sure that every single person in the party has. You will notice another effect that Magicite has. Not all Magicite has it, but some of it does. Ramuh, at level up, gives stamina +1. That means that if you have the Ramuh Magicite equipped upon a character, when they level up, their stamina will permanently be raised by 1. Now, this doesn't account for all the stamina you would regularly learn at level up. You will get some traits that just go up on their own, just by nature of you leveling up, but if you have a Magicite equipped, then you will get an extra point of whatever it is that says. So it's 1 stamina point if you have Ramuh equipped, nothing from Kirin, Siren will actually boost your HP by 10% more than it otherwise would have been. So if you were going to gain 100 HP from a level, then with Siren equipped, you will gain 110 HP, which can be pretty handy. I'll be honest, if you're getting everybody up to level 99, then, you know, it doesn't really matter too hard what their HP is. You're going to be kicking ass left and right. But I'm a little bit anal retentive, and I usually use the HP plus espers just to kind of help buffer things, because the thing is, stamina as a stat, I think its sole purpose is to make sure you gain more HP at level up. But sometimes you don't want to put all that extra into stamina. Sometimes you just kind of calculate the math in your head, like at level 90, let's say you've got, you know, 99 or 9,600 HP as a maximum, and you just want to get that extra little bit. You want to make sure you hit 99.99. Then you would equip an Esper that grants you the highest at level up HP percentage, and just try to get your HP up to a point that you know that the remainder of levels that you gain with your stamina will max you out. That's my strategy. It's a little bit touch and go, because the problem is if you don't have enough stamina, you won't gain enough HP. But then again, if you put too much into stamina, you're not boosting other stats. So it's one of those things you really got to keep track of. Kate Sith gets your magic up by 1, so that's arguably a more useful stat to be getting up than stamina. And that's kind of why, you see a lot of FF6 players actually prefer to get through the game to the World of Ruin with the lowest levels possible. That's because when you get to higher levels, if you start trying to manipulate your stats before you've gotten all the best Magicites, before you've gotten all of the possible options, and if your level is too high, you're never going to be able to max out stuff the way you want to. So that's kind of why I prefer to take this game at the lowest level possible, just taking only the necessary amount of enemy fights, just to kind of keep myself afloat so I can make it through to the point where I can get all the Magicites together and control the way that all of my characters level. It's the type of grinding that I do in this game, and it's one of the reasons why I love it. Again, I'm a grinding kind of guy if the grinding makes sense. I like the fact that if you equip a Magicite onto somebody and they learn the spells, those spells stay there. They're yours forever, even if you take that Magicite off, versus the Materia system where you had to have the damn Materia equipped for somebody to do an attack. So in this game, you can make a whole cadre of perfect warriors that know every single spell and have maximum stats, and it doesn't matter how you divvy up the whole thing, everybody's going to be equally awesome. Everybody's going to be equal, really, to the point that all their special skills won't matter anymore. I guess that's a little bit homogenous for some people, but that's the kind of game that I play. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get into a fight, hopefully one that yields magic AP, to show you just what I mean by the raising amount of whatever. I'm going to try to earn some magic AP so I can show you the screen where you can track things. 1 magic AP, perfect. So, I've gained 1 magic AP while Edgar has Ramuh equipped. Now if I go into Edgar's abilities list and check out Black Magic, now you can see Thunder is 10% learned, Thundara 2% learned, Poison 5% learned. So 1 magic AP equals those percentages of those spells. So you can come to your magic menu to kind of track your progress on that, and also you'll come back here randomly just to kind of remember, wait, what was I trying to learn on this guy? Certain items in the game actually will also grant you the spell learning capability, and that does stack. For instance, there is a super awesome shield called the Paladin Shield, which we'll get into that particular shield later. It's a bit of a hassle. But the Paladin Shield teaches the Ultima spell at a rate of 1%. That's not great. That's 108 magic AP, you're going to say. But also, the Ragnarok Magicite teaches Ultima at a 1% rate as well. And those stack. So if you're using the Paladin Shield and you have the Ragnarok Magicite equipped, then you will learn Ultima at a rate of 2%. It's better than 1%. 50 magic AP versus 100 magic AP, you do the dang math. So yeah, that's Magicite explained pretty much. You earn Magicite basically at story points in the game up until the World of Ruin, and then in the World of Ruin there are certain optional Magicites that you don't have to get, but you still may want to so that you can control how your characters level up. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. Once again, my name is Alex, also known as Solanus Dracone, and this has been Magicite Explanation. Thank you very much, and goodbye.